What's going on? We back. We back for another one of them things, man. Can we keep it real podcast? Voice Sports in the house, man. Voice Sports been really busy getting ready for the unfinished business tour. Big shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to all the people that make this possible. Big shout out to Champion Drive, the number one source for charter bus transportation. Give them a call today at 202-534-7558. Big shout out to Breakthrough. Oops, excuse me. Big shout out to Breakthrough Football Academy. Just came back from Atlanta. I think they're going to be taking off again. Big shout out to Showtime Elite. We're going to bring Wayne in just a minute. Big shout out to Potty Rock Limousine and DJ Service. And don't forget, the 16th annual Fed Hill Memorial Day Cookout is coming. All is invited, no matter where you live across the nation. You get down here. There's going to be DJ Premier, DJ Crook Rock's going to be in the house. Fed Hill. The Lowlifes are coming down from New York. Rough Riders are going to be in the house. So definitely get out there. Big celebration. But we're going to get into it right now. We're going to bring my man, Wayne The Voyce Matthews, up in here. What's going on, Wayne?
Shouts out to everybody doing anything, man. It's getting ready to be an incredible time. I'm excited as the tour gets ready to make way. And I know people are watching like, who in the world he got hacked in the background? Well, just to give a little information, that's my man Chuck Heinrich and Colin Heinrich. I had a chance to meet Colin as he played for the Loudoun County War Eagles in as early as the 5th grade. His father, Chuck, played for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Now his son Colin is a Gamecock, and what really made us have a great relationship was the fact that me and Colin share birthdays. So we were supposed to link up this weekend. Snow prohibited that, but I said I wanted to make sure I gave him some love and a shout out. So they'll be in my backdrop today. As we get ready to get down to business and talk a little bit about free agency, we got some great guests set to come in. Planning to talk to my man Coach Fofo from Aceda. Of course, Bailey got the rundown on some of the free agency news. You know, Mikey got his hand in the cookie jar as well. A lot of great stuff to be said. So let's get it rolling. What you got?
And everybody, take a minute to share the stream. Definitely, and go check out everything Voice Sports got going on. And you see at the bottom of the ticker, you see all the Voice Sports shows that are going to be on during the week. I advise you to go out and check all of them shows out. We're going to bring in Bailey with the NFL free agency. What's going on this week? How you doing, Bailey? How's everything?
Everything's great. I'm actually very excited for all of these free agencies because a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie, didn't know existed, and then a couple of them I was surprised by. So I guess I'll get started with the number one, according to the list I have. Teron Armstead, I believe that's how you say his name. The latest, as of 7 hours ago, the Saints are interested in him. It doesn't look like there's too much on it yet. But that would be an interesting go around. They got Rob Gronkowski. What? Go ahead.
What? Gronkowski?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He's still playing?
Yeah, he was there last season with Brady. Brady brought him back with Brady to play with the Bucks. He's a free agent. I have a strong feeling that he's gonna stay with the Bucks as long as Brady stays coming back. But all I can say is I told you so about Brady. I called it. It's the podcast that we did. Yeah, the podcast that we did that we announced that like it broke. I said no, he's coming back. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I told you so.
What thoughts on Brady?
I'm proud of myself for that one.
What's your thoughts on Brady, Mikey?
My thoughts on Brady that when they leaked his retirement, it was a little premature. He wanted to get his signing bonus, and I think looking back at it, that's $23 million. And he would get his salary for next season. So he can come out of this making 40 some odd million. I don't like it. As being a longtime New England fan, a Tom Brady fan, I'm not big on him coming back. I don't know. It could be a mistake. He could be doing it for his boy Gronk. Like, them guys have that much loyalty towards each other. And New England is a very small place. Foxborough isn't too far from where I live, so you hear a lot of stories about what goes on when Brady was up here in New England. And him and Gronk are very, very close. I mean, you even hear when Gerard Mayo went running into the police station naked one day. So you hear all the stories that don't really make the newspaper right away. But I don't like it. I don't think it's a good idea. But what do I know? That's why Brady's where he is and I'm where I am.
Now, what's this about the rumors? They said that so many people had Tampa Bay was going to make another playoff run, and then this information comes out. You think that the NFL has an issue with league wear because cats seem
listen to
like
this.
schedule.
No, I'm sorry. What I heard just a little while ago is that I just got that same phone call. And what I heard a little while ago is that I don't even see anyone in the green room. Is that the sportsbook agencies are asking the NFL to open an investigation because the day before the Brady news came out, strategically there was sports books that were placed about big bets on Tampa Bay going to the playoffs, making the Super Bowl, whatever they were. And if you look back when Brady went to Tampa Bay, there was another big wager a day before Brady went over there. And I'm not saying anyone in Brady's camp is doing it, but someone bet that Tampa Bay would win the Super Bowl, and they end up winning. And the odds was like stacked against Tampa Bay before Brady went there. And now again this year, the Atlantic City sportsbooks are asking for an investigation into the leak of Tom Brady coming out of retirement.
Wow. Brady, what else you got for me?
Sorry, I muted myself. Okay, so we got this one hurts my heart a little bit. A Ravens DL Calais Campbell is also a free agent. He says that he loves the Ravens, but and feels very comfortable in Baltimore, but is exploring his options. I personally hope that he stays selfishly, because I'm a Ravens fan. Go Purple. But
look,
the world may never know.
He's old, man. He's old, man. I think he want to go. I think he's looking for that big payday so he can sit down comfortably. And Baltimore might not give it to him. Ironically, you know who typically does stuff like this? This is when the Redskins come in and pay him $50 million.
You mean the Commanders?
And he come to Washington to play half.
The Commanders.
What?
The Commanders.
Oh, you talking about the Commodores? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Commodores.
Commanders, whatever their name
Commodores.
is.
You know what I'm talking
about. Another top tier
one. Them like Sunday morning.
What'd you say?
I say beating them will be easy like Sunday morning. That's why I call them the Commodores.
What are your thoughts on Jacksonville releasing Miles Jack?
I don't really have an opinion, to be honest.
We could use them.
Yeah, the Steelers could use a lot of people.
Who is that? Who's that typing under the voice?
We got the Ohio player in the house.
Man,
how about them Cowboys?
Juju wants to go into free agency. Bye.
Juju's going in. Is in free agency. No, I'm not seeing any updates on him, on where he's or who's looking at him. But I just thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know we do got a couple people in the green room. CJ's in there, and the Ohio player.
Yeah.
Before we get to them, I seen that the NFL has actually gave
Okay.
out 39 comp picks among 16 teams, and I think 7 of them came from teams that hired minority coaches. So
True.
there's 39 extra picks. The professor, shout out to the professor. So who you looking to bring in, Wayne?
My
You got
man.
I got one.
CJ
I got one
and the.
more.
Go ahead,
Free
Bailey.
agent, real quick. We got OBJ. We got him as a free agent. Predictions are looking like the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Raiders are looking at him as of 5 hours ago, according to the Pro Football Network. So
I think he got what he wanted when he got that ring. Nobody gonna pay him. The media, man, overrated.
And he has
Let's
a big
go,
injury he just took, right?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah,
He got him
true.
a ring. Go on, get that joint. Go have a seat somewhere. I'm not gonna be derogatory, but to me, he really didn't contribute that much to what they really was doing out there. He just gave him star power, and his trade from Cleveland came beyond mid-season, so they were already in good position before they got him. So ain't nobody serious say, "Oh well, the Rams did what they did because they picked him up." Okay, well, he just gave you another brand name target. Matter of fact, let's talk the Ohio player. Let's talk the Ohio player.
I got
See
one
what his
more last
thoughts are.
one. The Green
Go
Bay
ahead.
Packers just signed Preston Smith for a 4-year, $52.5 million extension, and then they released Zadarius Smith.
Wow. Yeah, I can use him too at that linebacker. Him and Miles Jack do picks at linebacker. I was curious when you said the Jacksonville Jaguars spent over $200 million in free agency already.
230 million on day one.
That's crazy.
You think they trying to fix their team? Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that where Trevor Lawrence is?
Yeah, Sunshine.
Yeah.
How about the Chargers bringing in J.C. Jackson, 5-year, $82 million? We're going to bring in the Ohio player. What's going on with Dallas? Maybe he could fill us in.
I don't really care about Dallas. Sorry.
Wow, Bailey. You see it. How y'all guys doing today?
All right.
And ladies, I'm sorry.
We live in.
Look at it.
How y'all doing today?
We live in.
Right. The Ohio player. What's good? How we doing today?
Man, pretty good, man. Pretty good. So I was listening to the conversations about the free agency. It's very interesting right now, man. I'm praying my Cowboys pick up Cole Beasley and bring him back home.
Okay.
Cole Beasley. He had things shaking last season.
Fair.
You know, I definitely think he'll be a good fit in there. So, you know, we definitely gotta shake some things up this year with the Cowboys, and we kept Zeke. Y'all saw that.
Why?
We took a low blow with Amari Cooper. Everybody say that.
Let me ask you this as a Cowboy fan. Let me ask you this. As a Cowboy fan, do you think Zeke is worth the money y'all paying him?
I'm gonna say this on live.
Do you think you're getting the effort out of him that a running back should get?
No.
Real talk.
No, we're not getting effort out of that man. Not at all. Look at the Zeke when we first came in the league to the Zeke now. After he got paid, that hunger left him. Yeah, I said it on live.
I just wanted to make sure.
What is Zeke's
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one watching game film, because he don't play with a sense of urgency at all.
He don't.
To see Tony Pollard back there, I was dare to say Tony Pollard and treat Zeke like a third down back.
You're right. But you know what's so funny about the Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott issue is Zeke kind of paves the way for Tony Pollard. So if you think about it, when Pollard first came to the Cowboys and then Pollard started hitting the scenery, Zeke and the offensive line wore them teams down, and Pollard came to do whatever he wanted to do. But this last season, Pollard should have been the front guy. You know what I mean? Because Zeke was not giving it all. Not at all. He was getting one-on-one tackles. Come on, man. What?
It says he's on his 6-year, $90 million extension, signed in 2019.
Yeah.
Includes a base salary of $12.4 million. He ain't worth it. I'm sorry. I just said that out loud. Crap. Oops.
Wow.
He ain't worth
And
that.
I think so far, the only thing y'all picked up in free agency was another edge rusher.
Yeah. So far we did. I got all my notes in my phone.
Yeah. So a lot of this.
While we're talking Cowboys,
But,
how about Randy Gregory backing out of that deal and then going to Denver for the same deal?
Wow.
You have any thoughts on that?
Bro, that was a crusher, man. I mean, he definitely was. You know what? I don't watch my mouth on these shows. This is my show. He a cornball for that one. I'm gonna keep it 100. Let us say he's a cornball for that one.
That's all good over here, you know.
That's how I feel about that.
Voice Sports, who's over there at the Voice Sports
Skip,
Studios?
you
Wayne,
bringing
he
it-
said,
bringing it-
"Bring me
you bringing
on."
These guys.
So
He
Skip,
said,
you bring
"Stop."
you bring the bad out of these people, man. They out here just dropping.
You
They
know how
know.
we do.
They know.
He's bringing honesty out in people.
He
What
said
can I
that he
say?
disagreed with the contract language. I think Jerry Jones is the problem over there in Dallas. I think they need
everybody knows
Everybody
Jerry
says
Jones.
that.
Yes,
problem,
exactly. Everybody knows that, and that's a fact. He backed out of he
But I
didn't
thought
like
it's
the
his son.
language.
It's his son to make those decisions. It's his
I
son
guess
to
he
make
didn't-
those decisions, not Jerry.
Jerry
come
makes
on.
them decisions. You're
Man,
gonna tell
listen,
me
his son is just the face of it. Listen, Jerry in the background gonna tell him. He gonna tell him what he want to tell him. He the reason why my Cowboys where they at. Boy, don't get me started. We on live.
I mean, this goes back to Jimmy Johnson days. I mean, this goes all the way back to Jimmy Johnson. Really, that Cowboys had the problem
You
with
sound
Jerry
easily
Jones.
upset.
So,
Yeah.
You know what, Wayne? How do you feel about your guard Trey Turner being a free agent?
Ooh.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye. It's very simple. I can tell you flat out like this as a Steeler fan. You can go back and look at us historically as an organization. We go after players who want to win championships. If you
Except
want
we
to get
never
paid, go on out there, do. Bye. You got more than you.
You see,
got
Von
Joe Hayden,
Miller is
cornerback,
being
also
talked to
free
about going
agent.
to Dallas. There's
Yeah.
two teams looking at Miller: the Browns, the Rams, and Dallas as of right now.
Von Miller.
He's been around a minute.
I know, man.
So he
Yeah,
Big-time Pro Bowler, though.
because he left Denver to go play with the Rams, right?
Yeah.
He got a Super Bowl ring with the Rams too this year.
Yes, sir.
So is he playing for money or is he playing for fame?
Both.
What's his motivation?
He's bored.
What's the motivation? Because you clearly wasn't an impact player to that degree. As a name on the roster, yeah, we're gonna look at you and know you're
At Denver, he
because of what
was.
you were, but that's not necessarily what you are now.
Not too many Dallas free agents. You got Jaron Carice. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm very dyslexic. Safety for Dallas is also a free agent.
Say the name again. Who you say?
I'm not repeating it because I don't know how to pronounce it.
No, you got to say it again, Bailey.
Did I say it right the first time?
I didn't understand. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, Jaron Carice. Curse. Hi, I'm dyslexic. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah. Bye.
You got Cedric Wilson Jr., wide receiver.
You know what killed me about Cedric Wilson? So I don't know if y'all watched him in preseason last year, right? He did his thing. But then in the big game against San Francisco, did y'all not watch him duck his head when Dak threw it to him?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
You get paid millions to catch a ball.
But we do that in Pittsburgh.
Well, we ain't talking about
possession receiver. He's a possession receiver.
He is a possession
Please
receiver.
Stop using the Voice Sports moniker.
But as a possession receiver or any receiver in the NFL, I don't care how bright that sun is, and you're in a playoff game, you don't duck your head and let the ball just fly over your head.
Hypothetically.
I watched that, but everybody want to talk about the play. Oh, my gosh, the play when Dak, and then down there, the Cowboys got cheated. No, think about all the mistakes we made in that game.
There was reasons we got rid of him when he was in Pittsburgh, bro. He's a possession receiver with no heart.
No heart.
Y'all knew
no
that when
dignity.
y'all picked him up.
No heart, no dignity,
Y'all
bro.
knew that when you picked him up.
Leighton Vander? You got linebacker Leighton Vander.
At this point in his career, a good practice squad receiver.
Yeah, he could go to practice squad.
Fair enough.
That's about it.
You know how I get when it comes about my Cowboys.
No speed, no breakaway speed, no notable hands to talk about. Average in the run blocking perspective of it all. A C plus, B minus receiver. That's what you get when you get Cedric Wilson, especially at his age. So you pay for it. But I really brought you in to talk about how there is the event coming up May 20th and 22nd.
The Gridiron
Youth National. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on, talk about that, man. Let's turn that up a little bit.
All right, let's turn it up, everybody. This is the Ohio Player. Let's talk about the Gridiron a little bit with Mr. Sean Ramey in Ohio at Otterbein University this year. It's at a university. These kids get an opportunity to play on the college field. And then, that's a big opportunity as a youth football player. You're not playing on a high school field that's upgraded or anything like that. You're playing on a university. No matter that the university is D3 or not, but you're playing on this university. Sean Ramey is doing his thing down here for that event, man. He's been working day in, day out. The event is about to be popping, I'm telling you. You got Sampson, the Ohio Player, and Wayne in the same city. Then you got Ramey doing everything he got to do. Then y'all saw you saw Brody on here on the show last night. He's ready to come and play. You got great coaches that's going to be at this event. I'm telling y'all, the Gridiron is, it's going to be a banger.
It's going to be off the hook this year.
Hey, Wayne, Coach Twilight wants to get in.
Gotta love it. I see you.
Coach who?
All right. I got to send him the Coach Twilight. He wants some smoke on them Cowboys.
Tell Coach Twilight I said hi.
He's coming in. You can say hi.
Okay.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah.
We got the next guest, CJ. We got a script. CJ
all right,
Melspin.
Facts.
Are you ready for him?
He's in the grill room.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's in here, Wayne.
Welcome to the Voice Reporter Show, CJ. What's good?
What's up, CJ?
Hi.
Hey, CJ.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, Wayne.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we get a chance to introduce you to my man, CJ Melspin, a.k.a. 99 Problems, out of New Rochelle, New York. My man is you're a beast when you wear 56. But talk a little bit, CJ, about your youth season and some of the things you've been accomplished. And I'm really.
Can you repeat that? It was a little laggy.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and your season you just finished. I noticed you had a whole lot of hardware the other day.
Well, for this season, I feel like it was most a regular normal season, but on defense, I moved up to linebacker, and it was a good experience for me. Oh, we went undefeated in our season.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
How tall are you, CJ?
I'm 5'10".
And how much you weigh?
240.
You 5'10", and how much you weigh?
240.
240.
Woo!
You said you were a linebacker?
Oh, only for this season.
Fair enough.
So he can move, yo. Now watch this. I love them numbers, but I'm gonna ask you this: what's your grades look like?
I'm a high honor roll student, and I'm in the National Junior Honor Society.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my man. Hey, for all the things you do, I want to salute you and give you this opportunity to continue to shine. I encourage you to do it. What's next for CJ Milston, man? You got another year youth league, or you get ready to go to high school?
I'm ready to go to high school. I'm going to Iona Prep.
What school are you? Iona Prep. Boy, they getting a blessing out of you, man. They getting a blessing out of you, man. I want you to keep in contact with me, and let me know what's good. Okay. I'm gonna keep watching you. All right.
Yes.
Man, is there anybody you want to give a special shout out to that may be watching at home,
yes.
or that help pour into you?
Oh, I would like to shout out all my coaches, like Coach K, Coach L, Coach Carleaf, Taylor, and Coach Spagnolo at Iona Prep.
All right. I know that's right. I know most people don't know it, but I got a great relationship with your mom and your dad. What their influences are on you and what you do, and why you are the way you are right now?
Honestly, it's just hard work and dedication is all I go by.
Man, keep up the good work. Again, headed to Iona Prep. My man, 240 in honor society. Big man that can move, definitely representing in that area.
Iona Prep's the real deal.
It really is.
Iona Prep, I've seen them play Bishop Hendricken quite a few times. The last couple of years I watched Iona Prep. They always been a very, very good school. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
My man, thank you for being on the show today.
By the way, happy belated birthday.
That's
right,
sir.
Voice Nation.
Tell your
it was
mom and
Wayne's
dad,
birthday.
and
So.
I said, your mom and dad said, "What's up?"
Just like that, Wayne.
Yeah, just like that. Look, there she go.
We will catch you in July, Wayne.
Nice.
All right, no doubt. I can't wait.
All right. Say thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, my guy.
Anytime.
No doubt.
We're going to bring the professor in.
Oh, Lord.
My man, the professor.
What's happening? What's going on, big dog?
All right, how you doing?
Man, everything is
chilling. Yeah. What's good with you, man? What's good with you?
Hey, you all right? I know you was celebrating all day yesterday, man. Everything good with you?
Been trying to chill, man. Just working out my new apparatus and chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get ready for this weekend. Semi-pro football grade pop off. So there's a lot of good stuff going on, man.
For sure.
A lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, listen, the unfinished business tour is not lacking anything at all, man. It's all gas. Even though the gas prices are high, it's still all gas, no brakes, man. It's great to see everybody ride their own lane and doing their own thing and just killing it, inside and out, man. So it's been good thus far, and it's only going to get better.
It always seems to get better, and I try to tell everybody when January, February hit, we retooling and we start booking for the year. You better enjoy the rest, because once April hit, there is no rest for the weary. Because every weekend you going into another venue, another roster, another kid, another team, and it's something either you love or you learn to love. For those people who haven't spent time with you, tell us a little bit about down there. And I know everybody watches you every Sunday, being the flagship on Voice Sports, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Come on now.
Well, hey,
for
those who don't know, I'm the professor right here from South Carolina, representing Voice Sports always, all day. My show is called In the Lab with the Professor, where we try to dissect youth football and try to get a little bit more in depth of what's going on, from the coaches to the directors to the org itself, all the way down to the parents. We try to bring issues to the forefront and talk about it. I think it's always been a lack of communication when it came to youth sports, and either coaches communicating with the parents, coaches communicating with other coaches, so forth and so on. So we tried to build the platform, the lab, where we come in, we mix it up a little bit, and we try to come up with a solution. It doesn't always work out as well as we want to. We get some flustered people on there, but other than that, hey, it's been working out great. Not only do I do the lab, but I also call games. So it's in the booth also, and I call it like I see it. So there's no bias about it, man. We're right down the middle. Now, unless you hire me, then of course, but don't hire me if you're losing.
Man, if you haven't had a chance to hear him speak, he got all the razzle dazzle you would love to hear in his voice. You hear the energy, you hear the zeal. That's why he's my homie to the end, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised up doing infomercials or voiceovers, or we hook up and go out to California and holler at Pixar. Yo, we need to get some characters, dog.
Hey, listen, you are man.
But
we ride.
Fair.
And if you're a fan of mine, go check out the Professor's show from the other day. You would definitely love it. What a good show, Coach Woody had it popping, Professor.
It was a good show. I think Coach. I think sometimes people just need to get stuff off their chest, and they want somewhere to be able to go and speak their mind, and I get it. I myself am a Pisces also. I just can't agree with you every time. It's fine that you want to get that off your chest, but I'm not the type of guy. I'm not a good yes man. I'm really not. I'm really not a good yes man. If it's something that I don't think is right, then I'm going to say something. If it's something that I don't agree with, I'm going to say something. And if it's something that I think you should see the bigger picture, I'm that guy on the outside of the box knocking, saying, look out here. I understand his frustration. He got let go the same as I did. But again, it was a blessing. Not the same week that I got let go of an organization due to me coming on Facebook and putting out a couple of posts that really weren't any shots at the organization. It was more so of, I think they did me wrong. Was my thought. Not even a week later, I get a call from Wayne The Voyce Matthews saying we need to have a conversation. Next thing I know, we're on the phone for about 3 hours, and he's like, I want to talk to you again tomorrow, and let's try to make this thing official. I like the voice. I like what you're doing. I want to pick your mind a little bit. And voila, here we are 2 years later.
I mean, salute to you to have a platform just like I have, where these coaches can come and get that off their chest.
Right.
It takes a lot. I take risk, you take risk, and I want to give that people that opportunity, because everyone should have that voice, right?
Right. I think you take risks because now everybody else looks at you as, you're the bad guy. Like, you should have defended, and you should have said this and said that. I can't defend something I don't know about. I try not to get into that internal drama. But when somebody calls me up or messages me or literally, calls my personal number and says, hey, listen, man, I got something I want to get off my chest, and this is kind of where it's going at, and this is what happened, then listen, if we're going to have that type of conversation, and it's not going to be about the fussing, the yelling, the screaming, and or attacking somebody else, then I more than welcome them to the show. That's the part about youth football that a lot of people do not see. So here we are, Voice Sports, viewing our youth consistently everywhere. We want some people to see what's going on the inside. That lets you make a decision. Now you can decide how you feel about Coach Woody one way or another. Either you're passionate and saying, well, he's really not that type of guy, or you look at the other side and say, well, he's kind of bipolar because he flipped the script a couple of times. However, it's up to you.
I respect that. You know where he's coming from, no matter what.
Right.
But the best part of all of our platforms and everything that we've been able to pull together, both you, myself, Mikey, and everything that Bailey does behind the scenes is that we give people a chance to voice their opinions, voice their side of the story. In today's society, there's factual and then there's public opinion. I'm not going to say if 5 people say facts, does that make it true? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so again,
facts are
you
supposed to be
give people a
proved,
chance
I
to speak.
guess.
Yeah, you know,
Well,
if it's
just
supposed
like
to be
this,
true, but again,
there's a
public opinion and reality.
Exactly.
Well, here's the same thing. A job comes available. Rogers High School looking for a new head coach. Everyone's like, wow, they're looking for a new head coach. Is it factual or is it true? Yes, it's printed there, but guess what? Every year the school puts the job out there, but they still hire the same coach. So it could be a fact and still not true.
I mean, I think a lot of things it comes to that. When everybody has a story, right? There's always his story, her story, and then the actual truth. So unless we're there, and you know, we can't be there all the time. So I kind of have to take it as face value until it starts not to make sense. When it stops making sense, then I'm kind of like you've lost me altogether, and I kind of got to check you on that. And that's the part about me that I think a lot of people is raw, is real. I can't be one way when I'm not on Facebook Live or on Instagram or on podcasts, and then be another way when I'm out there in public. I'm gonna be me regardless, but people know how to take me. They know, yeah, you can tell me stuff, and I'll probably just one ear and out the other because I don't want to do the drama. I don't want to get into that part about it. There's a bigger picture, and that's the youth. To me, that's the youth. Yeah.
All right, Wayne, I'll send that link.
We can get some of these parents on track. If we get some of the parents on track during the youth level, it makes it a lot easier for the transition to high school, and that by the time they're ready to make the transition from high school to college, they should be matured in the way things work to be less and be more of a blessing to the student athlete. So people always question, why you worry so much about the youth? I said, because if we get you early, we got some time to sculpt and mold, you know, the way things should be. What's your thoughts on some of these free agency moves that's taking place out here?
Man, they're you know, for everybody not to have any money, everybody kind of just tucks away some money somewhere. It's got to be hidden. I thought the NFL had went down this past couple of years, but obviously not, since you got money to turn around and spend. I heard about the Bills doing their thing. The New York Giants just got
200.
I was reading on that before I went and got a backup quarterback. I don't know. And your boy coming back, I'd be more upset if I was that guy who bought that $500,000 football. Like if I was him, I'd be the most heated guy in America right now. $500,000, $500,000 for a football, for the last football you threw, and then you turn around and come back. It's dang near the same day I bought it. Bailey, don't laugh, because I would find Tom Brady myself. I'd walk up to him and tell him, you can have this back. You can have this back.
It still has to have some value to it,
But it's
though,
Tom
right?
Brady. Like, out of all people, I'm gonna say it again. I told y'all so, because I called it. But like when they have a history of coming back and forth, I would wait till the absolute last minute to buy that type of thing.
Man, and then Aaron Rodgers gets $40 million right off the top, plus another 4 years.
Isn't he the highest paid quarterback in the NFL now?
Yeah.
Hey, look, but how would you feel if you was Jordan Love sitting on the bench behind him? You got drafted by Green Bay to be his successor, and now you find out you got 3 years to wait.
I don't think, and then that's another thing.
He's still getting paid, ain't he?
I don't think he's got 4 more years left in him.
There's no way.
I don't think so. That's a lot of money, boy, for somebody that.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as he signed his name, he got $40 million. right? That's it. $40 million right there. Forget about the rest. I know not to forget about the rest of the money, but aside the rest of the money, $40 million for signing my name, right? Right off the top.
I like that contract. I'll sign my name for 40 mil and then leave.
Hello. Now, really take that money, give you about a year and a half. Hopefully, I'm not wishing any bad luck on anybody, but you come in there, you perform, you do. But that guy's got to sit in there. He did the same thing with Brett Favre.
He's busted.
You sit behind Favre all those years. Now you had your glory, and you came in. Matter of fact, he stepped in those shoes as if Favre never left. To be honest with you, that's how I feel. He stepped in there as if Favre never left. So I think his successor should just bide his time and come in and do the same thing. I don't think it's going to be 3 to 4 years though.
No, he's too busted for that.
Man. Even though he's in a rookie contract, I wouldn't be excited about sitting on the bench behind somebody you know is already a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, bro, what is you really trying to prove? And then too, I would say this. Then too, I say this to Aaron Rodgers directly. If Brett Favre didn't want to leave when he came in, why would you do that to the next man? Remember when Aaron Rodgers got drafted? Brett Favre didn't want to leave either.
Did it work out for Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day?
Yes.
Did it? I mean, but hey, right? What do we always say? Do your due diligence. Sometimes, okay, I don't want to be Wayne The Voyce Matthews, but I want to be where Wayne The Voyce Matthews is. I got to do my due diligence. I got to do my time. I got to study. I got to pay attention, and I just sit back.
Learn from the goats.
By the time, yeah, and I bide the time. It's not about me trying to push somebody out of the way right away, because you know what? When you do that, personally, I think that you're going to miss something. There's something that you could have learned or should have learned that you want to go be in such a rush to push somebody out the way that you turn around and miss that lesson.
Right. Powerful statement. Powerful statement in the show. For those people who watching at home, ain't swift enough to see the streamer going down in the bottom, tell them when. And I know you have a lot of specialty shows throughout the week when you get certain guests, because of course everybody goes, "How y'all keep changing these dates and times?" Like, man, sometimes we got the guests, and we want to give you the people we want you to have.
Yeah, most definitely.
Somebody say he need to take that ball. Somebody say you need to take that ball back to Brady. Get your money.
I would ask Brady to pay me personally for that ball.
I mean, I would want at least some of my money back. You got to be kidding me, man. I thought that was, what you thought was buying, what you thought you were buying wasn't true. It wasn't true. It wasn't the last ball.
Devalued.
It doesn't matter. It's the fact that Brady touched it and threw it should be good enough.
Didn't Brady
not $500,000
pay somebody for the ball that he gave the fan, right? And then Brady gave the guy some Bitcoin or something, and then what, did that guy sell it in return? Because the way I remember the story is that he gave it to a fan, then he said, "Oh my God, I need that ball back," and the fan, they worked a deal where Brady gave him a Bitcoin. So did the fan sell it? Is what I'm wondering.
All that.
Now that would be
how much could you sell that for? It's not Brady's last.
Well, a Bitcoin, whatever he gave the fan, but I know that Brady sent his personal assistant to the guy and said, "Oh, I really need that ball back. Brady will take care of you." And I guess Brady gave the fan some Bitcoin, some kind of currency. And I'm just curious if the fans sold the football for the $500,000.
Hey, that's a good one. I think that's something into. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd imagine whoever paid for it is salty right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm mad. You gotta have to give me some of that money. I want to keep the ball.
If I gave it to him for $500,000, Slim. If I had that ball young, that thing going for at least $1 million. So whoever got it, got had, bro. You got had.
Yep.
Don't knock on my door. Go talk to Tom, baby.
Especially what Mike threw with the Bitcoin. As far as the Bitcoin, what if the Bitcoin was worth more than 500,000, and now you're potentially a millionaire or something off the Bitcoin because you knew what you could sell the ball for. Come on, Tom, he can sell any of his footballs that he just touches and plays for $10, $15, $20,000. That's that they're gonna grab that. I don't know, it's crazy. Well,
anything that says Tom Brady is worth money.
Huh?
Anything says Tom Brady's worth money.
80, 90,000.
I'm telling you.
I know a Bitcoin is only worth right now about. Hang on, I'll actually tell you.
But it depends on how many you got. I mean,
yes, true, yes.
So you're all right. You can say one. You can say you can do it individually, but at the end of the day, you don't know how many Bitcoin you turn around and gave.
Right, 39,000 for one Bitcoin.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. So if
you know that's down 67%.
Oh, and that's on the low end.
This is on, but Bitcoin was as low as. But imagine this: Bitcoin was dollars when it first started. So imagine you get into Bitcoin at $1 and you got out when it was 70,000.
And he turns around and just gives him so what? Even if he gives him a couple, okay, well, I held the ball for a minute. I had to turn around and give it back. And I turned around and potentially made $80,000. Let's say he gave him 2 of them or whatnot. And I turned around and made $80,000 to touch Tom Brady's football. I just made $80,000 just to touch it and give it right back. He's going to take care of me on a couple of games.
Yes, exactly. And if he was smart, he'll be calling the Letterman show. He'll be going on all them shows.
Like that,
yeah, I mean, he'll be like the little stuffed animal from Ted when he went in Tom Brady's room.
Oh, Did you say the stuffed animal?
Yeah,
Ted. They go
the bear, Ted.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Classic, man.
Hey, well, I'm glad Professor's here. Because we got a whole nother facet that so many people see us talking football talk that Voice Sports has always been involved in boxing and basketball, volleyball, and other sports. If you check out the Voice Sports page, but we get ready to move into a whole nother realm that I'm glad the Professor's here for. As we have a guest in the Chrome room, man.
No, he's not in there yet. We
gotta talk to him. Can we put him center screen?
They had to send it to the email.
What?
I'm working on it.
Doing it right now.
Give me a second.
Hey, Bailey.
The link was sent, and we got a response that it had to go to the email. So,
I'm doing it now.
But the unfinished business tour, how you guys doing? Putting it together?
I think it's going well. A lot of dates are popping up. We always get you always get the last minute stuff that comes through. So Wayne is always killing it with his. Right there, you see these guys getting ready to go knock it out. Atlantic City, New Jersey. They're about to just get it. Sports Farm All-Star, Youth All-Star. Now, Wayne, if I'm not mistaken, I'm reading this flyer correctly. That thing says high school on there.
Yes. That's what I heard too. I was very
yes, sir.
That is eye opener. And I think if you still use the promo code, if I'm not mistaken, Voice.
That's right, VOYCE.
Use the promo code Voice, and they'll take care of you.
Oh, it's still
is this VOYCE?
I know on the first they must have extended it. That's good news.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Tico and the Voice Farm. That's great that they're starting to do the high school events as well, because we got some great high school teams.
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be interesting to see who all shows up all-star wise and who's grabbing these guys. Of course there'll be a couple left behind. So listen, this might set a trend for some of you out there listening. Have it in your area, have it close to you, have it a couple states away, and get some of these guys together that may or may not get that chance to make it to the next level or even to be seen. We know we've been dealing with COVID for the last couple of years. We've had a lot of events canceled. We've had a lot of events just barely make it or low participation. So they're still out there. They're still out there. We're still seeing them, and we're still bringing them right here to your front door. So it's still going on. But give us a choice.
We just had a team go down to Atlanta competing in a pylon tournament. There's 7-on-7s. There's everything going on right now.
Yeah, the interesting component about the high school part is that many of the student athletes who would have participated as 8th graders or 8th and 9th graders lost those opportunities because COVID shut things down in 2020 and 2021. So to give them an opportunity to still participate and play in those conditions, in that environment. You're talking about a football field with the Atlantic City boardwalk in the backdrop. I mean, how often does that happen? But in order for that to take place, every one of those student athletes at the high school level had to go to respective schools and get a waiver giving them permission to participate. So there's a bunch of them that wanted to play, and if the school said yeah, the school said no, they couldn't. But the ones that will participate have an opportunity to really experience some things and get a chance to do it spring, where the idea of them major league is not even a question. You can have a training camp for their particular high school doesn't crank up until mid-August.
Right. Right.
Wayne,
so it's an opportunity for everybody across the board.
Before we bring in your next sponsor, your next guest, why don't we shout out your sponsors?
Champion Drive Transportation. That's right. If you want to go ride like a champion, stop riding like a contender or pretender. When you pull up, let them know what's on your agenda. Champion Drive Transportation, the #1 source for charter bus transportation for your youth, high school, college, and or party bus needs. Get in contact with my man today at 202-534-7558 or go to the website at www.championdrivetransportation.com. Also, another proud sponsor, Dynamic Strength and Performance. All the Apex Predators out there, both known and unknown. If you want to find out how you can get in the zone with Dynamic Strength and Performance. Go to the website at www.dynamicsp.net. Download the app, customized workout regimen with my man. Nobody works harder than your boy Ferron Carter, even on the youth, middle school, high school, and collegiate level. You know how you do if you want to get contact with that inner Apex Predator. Who we got in the green room, Mikey?
You live. He got his link.
Coach Fofo, what's up, homie?
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Hey, I'm excited to have you on the show. Boy, we get ready to talk about a seed of the day.
I know it, man. Thank you so much.
Gotta get a little. Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Let's tell the world about it, man. Tell us a little bit about a seed and when you created it and why you created it. Come on, let's talk.
But thank you so much to have me. You know, it's been a great pleasure to be around people who talk about sport, especially people who talk about the youth, because, you know, the youth, we need to talk about the youth. We need to serve the youth. We need to be around our youth to, you know, to take them out of the streets, to give them a direction, to let them be somebody in the community. So that's what we do in the CEDA. The CEDA was founded 20 years ago here in Hyattsville. And then, 10 years ago, we moved down to Montgomery County. And then we continue work with the community through soccer. We just try to put a sport on the pace and then make it drive the kids to the education. We believe kids love to play. They love sport. They love friendship. And they're good about it. What we need to is like have a way to make sure, hey, you're gonna be playing. Education is very something important for you to go to the college to make sure you have a bright future. So that's what we've been doing over 20 years. put so many young guys on the college, and then we have some kids in Europe, and then we've been doing the great stuff in the community.
Man, I'm so honored to have you on the show. Man, I told you, Professor, the game changed, bro. We're gonna change the spelling up a little bit from FOOTBALL to FUTBOL. It's going to go down.
There you go.
Now, Coach Fofo, Coach Fofo, tell us about some of the different age levels. Look, he blowing up. He's like, you on Voice Sports.
They already want to know when he's starting.
Streaming worldwide.
Gotta love it. Hey, listen, I think
is that you on the is that you on Voice Sports?
I think crossing over is something that I think that we adapt to, no matter what sport it is. I think it's great when you talk about, like Wayne said, you're not just talking about one sport. We all have an eclectic style that we turn around and we put it up in a mix like gumbo. It's gonna come out good, guaranteed, because we do our due diligence and make sure that we know pretty much 95% of the sport, and anything we don't know, we have no problem asking.
Now, the beautiful part about this program, ACETA, is that it not only teaches the kids great fundamentals of the sport, soccer, teamwork, dedication, and all that, but I want them to talk about the academic component and many of the great opportunities and programs they have in place that whether you play soccer or not, you can still get involved with. And he offers not only the community, but anyone who's willing to be involved. You have to have a conversation with Coach Fofo. Please break that down for me, please. Enlighten the folks, man.
But what we believe is something, especially on the minority community, who we know most of the kids, they are left behind. And being a champion, my whole life I played 2 World Cup with the Togo, be a professional, almost 17 years in Europe. I see so many barriers in our community who most of our kids people do not take them seriously. So
right.
we just see what it needs to be making the next step, and then we bring it. We want them to go to the college. Our program is based also to make sure they graduate they go to middle school, go to the high school, and graduate with a soccer, some scholarship, and go to the college and play. But before that, we want to prepare them mentally, physically, and make sure they have all the tools before they move to the next level. So we put the class like a SAT prep. We've been doing the SAT for the whole year from 9th grader, because we believe SAT is like a training. It's like the way we train in basketball, we train in soccer, whatever. More training you get, when you go to take your test, you can score higher score. So it worked very well. Kids very excited. Then we move to the college prep. We want to know kids, or especially parents in our community, to know how much it costs to go to the college, how much it costs to go to out of the state college. What is the tool? What I need to do to be ready to go to college? The transcript, application. So we put all those also on the place, and then we start doing the training. We try to do the seminar. We do the 10 and 11 grader 2 weeks. Then we have the senior. When we finish, we get back all to the parent. We want the parent to know, not like, somebody had to do something for you, but at least you know what I'm doing for your kid or your child. So we also bring the parent to the platform and show them exactly the direction we're taking with their kids to go to the next level. We got some money from Tacoma City to provide a coding class. It was one of the best. We never know our kids, they are so intelligent. Some of the creative games, computer, website. So, and then boom, we become a program where we're doing a coding class every year. This year, we're gonna put a hand on the workforces, who we want to have a place who parents, the boys, they can come and search for the job, who they can come and somebody can help them to build their resume. So we teach them how to be ready to the job market. So you see, that is just more than just soccer. We want to prepare a bright future for the kids in our community, so people to see them differently. When we compete against Bethesda, Potomac, sometimes they don't even know what does that mean. They see that, but we know we prepare those boys, and then when we get down to the field, we crush them all the time. We crush them, and then when we crush them, and then you see the parent will go around me and behind the sink, start, can I have your phone number? I want to bring my child to you. But for the game, there was no respect.
Right.
Yeah, because we come from somewhere. And then what does that mean to see all the bunch of black kids to come out, be on the field, trying to do something? So they try to disrespect our kid. But I put on the head, you know what? Do what you know to do. And then work. So we have a 95% honorable student at our program. No
95% honors ratio.
Yeah, honor student on our program. This
95%
year,
honors ratio.
it's not a joke, because when you get to me to want to play soccer, I had to sign a contract with you. Education first. Then the rest do that. I have a 20 senior is leaving the club this year. No one is now going to community college. All of us go to the 4 full ride college. But a lot of people don't know about what we do in the community. It might be take you, some like a youth, to give us a voice to talk about what we do in this community. Make sure you say something. You don't need to play soccer with a CEDA before you get all those benefits. Even we provide the foods for the family. We provide the food. We provide the food for the family. We provide everything from the cleats to the uniform. I provide because they don't have it. But I want a little Johnny to look like a little Pierre. I don't want a little Johnny to be on a corner over there crying because you see his friends playing or having something they cannot have it. I want to make sure little Johnny have what little Joe have it, so he can show a smile on the face. So we will be ready to start to kick it off for our spring season with the 4 team on a travel team. It's a lot of trouble. Those parents, they're not around. They have to do 3-4 jobs to put food on the table. But you know what? We have a van. We have a 2 van. We pick up all those boys, take them to the game, and bring them home, and then they're happy.
Wow.
So,
sounds like a lot of the stuff that's going on in soccer and going on in a major way. So the people need to know. The people need to know that these things are taking place and those opportunities are available to you where academics come first. My man say he got a 95% honor rate. These kids are not going to community colleges. They going to a 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? So because he wants because these type of things in the community, and they already noted it. So economic disparity, they picking up the kids, feeding them, doing all these different things. And all this stuff is taking place right in your community, ladies and gentlemen, and half you don't even know about it. Fofo, how would they go about getting in contact with you and finding out? Because the other thing you said was they don't even have to play soccer to be involved in the academic program.
Yes. We just finished the SAT classes tonight. And then we take a little break and we'll come back on the summer for SAT classes. So anybody, just go to www.esyda.org, and then you got information about everything we provide, free on the charge. No one pay any penny to be in our program. Yes, we need money to run this program, but it's not, if we don't have it, we know where we go to get it and make sure those who we serve have a smile on the faces. I mean, there's so many stuff we do in this community. And if you have to talk about it tonight, maybe tomorrow we will continue to be on this platform and talking about how can we serve the humanity? How can we serve the kids, the youth in our community? I grew up with the soccer. I never have a cleat on my foot. I play barefoot. I never have a jersey. We make the plastic bag where you go to the store. That's what we make and put a paint on the back for number to play. Back in the day in Africa, in Togo.
Wow.
But I made it. 1985 World Cup under 16 in China. And 2 years after, I went to the Chile of Santiago and I played under 20 World Cup. And then the door just opened for me to be signed a contract to become a professional. And I put myself, I will get back to the community. And that's what I'm doing.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Hey, Coach, I want to, if we can, I would love 15 minutes every week. I want to make sure that this information gets out because not everybody plays football. Not everybody plays basketball. But there's a lot of kids that play soccer that miss this information and could utilize the resources you guys bring to the table. So, for the lack of a better term, welcome to the weekly program.
Thank you so much.
That's a Skeeter with an A. ESYDA.
ESYDA. We're so grateful to live in a county we call it Montgomery County. Over 5 years, we've been having the money through the county, Montgomery County, to support our program and make it a little bit easier. But we still need a connection. We still need people to support us. And I know you know a lot of people. You have a lot of connection. Today, we have 2 locations. We serve more than 1,000 kids. We serve more than 1,000 kids on the 2 locations. We're on the Silver Spring, White Rock, Buttonsville, all the way to Langley Park, downtown Silver Spring. We also have a program in the Gettysburg Middle School, every Wednesday and Friday. And we moving out soon, go to Prince George County. On the spring break, we are having a camp on the Riverdale Roads, on the Riverdale Elementary School for 3-day camp for free for the community. There's a black and brown community over there. So the U.S. Soccer Foundation just hits me.
Please send me the e-flash.
We just guess a little
money. The information so we can put it up there for you.
I will send it to you. I'll send it to you on your text message.
Yeah.
U.S. Soccer Foundation requested CEDA to recruit 122 girls to lead with the soccer in the community. So we are working on those projects. If anybody who have a girl from 3rd grade to all the way to high school, we want to train those girls. We want to lead them with the soccer so they can have a leadership skills, playing soccer, and then create a boundary in this community. Yeah. We don't need to have our girl on the side. Our girls need to play on the field. They need to play on the sport. They need to be someone. They need to have a voice. And then only through the sport you can have a voice.
Well, you definitely talking to the right group when you're talking about voice. You definitely got to send us that information, Coach, and let us know any way we can help. I'm pretty sure Wayne has told you this because you've had to have talked to him before. Listen, whatever we can do to help, we definitely will. I'm here in South Carolina. Sounds like you're in Alabama. Wayne up north. Further up north is Mikey. We have all the right tools and all the right ways to put it out there. So we can definitely help in any way. We appreciate you.
Yeah, he right here in Maryland.
Oh, thank you.
Represent.
DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Okay. There's a Montgomery, Maryland.
Man, for those people to give them your information on how to contact you.
My phone number is 240.
Give me your information on how to contact you.
Yeah, 765.
Yeah.
9369. 240 765 9369. You can join me anytime on that phone. You want to email me, you can just go to executive director@esYDA.org. And then our website is at www.esyd.org. The funny part, we just moved also to Africa. We become international.
Oh, so are we. We stream worldwide. You know, Africa listens to this podcast. I'm not
We
even
are on
kidding.
Benin, Republic of Benin. We on the Togo, and we on the Uganda. We put a program over there. What we do here, we collect used clothes, used shoes, used ball, and we put on, and then we ship to our people over there, so the kids also can play soccer. And people always show us like we are hungry, we on a monkey, we on a tree. Now, that's a great stuff. You can see there now. So let us go to the motherline.
Nice.
Gotta love it.
Love man.
Yeah.
Hey, I one of those fofo. I definitely we're gonna talk some more next Tuesday. That sound good for you?
Any Tuesday, I'm ready for you. I'm free for you. And I want us to invite you to the training.
My man.
So you can come and see the training and then cover, anything.
Awesome.
I have a chance to sit down beside you last summer with Unity, and then we continue working with Unity together in the community. Make sure, you come over. Let me know when you're gonna come over, and we can have a smile and just have and talk a little bit and show you some skill on the field.
Get Wayne playing some soccer.
I would pay to see Wayne play soccer. I would pay.
It ain't gonna last long. You get
We're
one.
gonna be calling 911 to be on the side before we kick that ball.
Did y'all just say 1-1? Hey, your Coach Fofo, and for the people watching at home, please don't hesitate to reach out and find out more about the Virginia area. Again, a lot of great academic opportunities as well. The man has an incredible heart, and you're talking about an international program, not something just right around the corner. Coach Fofo, I appreciate you coming on and talking to you more and bringing soccer to a greater level of Voice Sports.
Is there any way somebody can correct the spelling on the writing?
Yeah, I got it. Already on it.
Yeah. There's a .org. It's not .com. It's an .org.
Okay.
There you go.
It's .org.
Yeah, .org.
Yeah. All right, .org. I got you.
I got you.
It's on it. We appreciate you, Coach.
All right, Coach Fofo. Have a good night, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
I'll see you soon.
Right. There you go. Oh, man. That's it right there. Gotta love it.
My ESYDA.com on it. ESYDA.org.
You see Fofo give you the V's, dog? He gave you the V's, baby. Gave you the V's, baby. Coach Fofo gave you the V's, baby. You know how to do it. Look, the V's, baby.
That's what it's all about, man. Hey, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. ESYDA.org.
There it goes. Yep.
There we go.
Yep. That's it.
All right. So at the culmination of tonight's show, wow. Professor, give me your thoughts. You got 3 minutes. Give me a thought for the week.
Well, thoughts for the week is, I guess it's any given season. Any given season, anything can happen. Whether it be, I guess now being soccer, whether it being football with the agency, with everybody just going just haywire with the trades and everything. So you never know. Because guess what? The same thing happens in youth football. You got orgs sitting there branching like trees. What made you get together in the first place? You just turn around and keep going from one to the next to the next. You're kind of overcrowding the area a little bit. I think come together as adults, figure this thing out, and let's just shake it down, man. Let competition be the end result instead of just watering down the game when it comes to youth football. And that's it.
I like it.
Bailey, your thoughts.
March Madness is starting. That's my thought.
Uh-oh.
So go basketball.
Okay.
Just need a break.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Football consumes life, so a little break, a little.
This been a strange.
What?
Man. Hey, thank you. She been good tonight. She ain't starting no trouble. Tonight.
Ravens on their best. Steelers still suck.
Let her go. Leave her alone.
Lord, Amber.
You said it. I wasn't gonna say that.
I tried to make thoughts.
What was the question?
Yes, sir, buddy. This Saturday, this is gonna be fun. Is I got the Major League Football spring season kickoff on the semi-pro level. 3 great games coming your way. Free high school, which will be along on the color commentary. We're gonna run through it and show you how you do it. Man, on the main field, 3 great teams are going to go at it. We'll bring you that content and not bring you the primetime players from it, but let you know how we do it. As again, when you check that eFly and you see that Voice Sports logo on it, you know it's going to be hot. Get down to business. Mikey, what's your final thoughts for the night?
Good show, Wayne. Great guest, all of them. The professor jumped in. We had that Dallas Cowboy talk with the Ohio player. We talked a little bit about Den. I mean, we pretty much covered as much as we can.
I've never seen you at a loss for words, Mike.
He got something. His mind is gone somewhere. He got something on his mind.
I've never seen him at a loss for words.
He's studying something.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, look. Go ahead.
I was thinking, okay. All right.
But here it goes.
No. It's not in that.
Like, pull it out.
I heard your friend talking about the SAT thing. I was wondering, I wanted to ask him, is he concerned that they're not really requiring the SAT anymore? And is that something that they would replace with like another trade or something? Since almost all colleges now, they're actually saying if you can't score high, don't even take it now because it's not even mandatory.
I mean, I guess it's for some schools. It's not mandatory.
Well, I think that's more so because of COVID. I don't think they're going to do away with it. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do away with the SAT. I think they just eased up on it because of the COVID situation. Taking it can't even be considered.
All right, hang on. SAT no longer required for admissions to 800 U.S. colleges and universities. A growing number of colleges are stepping away from the standardized exams traditionally required of admissions applicants. More than 800 colleges and universities across the country no longer mandated from SAT or the ACT college admissions exams, and more colleges are soon to jump on board.
So, because it's not mandated, doesn't mean
they won't help your chances
where they sit within, a personal gain, shall I say. You still kind of know where you would be placed.
Right.
Sitting at.
I had recruiters say that if you don't score high on it, don't even give it, turn it in, or pretty much, you ain't scoring too high on that, buddy. Well, you might want to keep that at the bottom.
That gave a lot of those people who didn't take it seriously. That gave a lot of the people who didn't take it seriously anyway a scapegoat. But for those those kids who take the PEs and prepared for it, and again, there's a lot of great students that can do great in the classroom, but they take the test, the better you usually get. I'm blessed to say I know a couple kids that scored a 1330, 1350 on it, and it was big prepared for it, brave leading up to it, and they took it multiple times, but they're able to keep your highest score. So again, I think that more so the two stepping away from the SAT is because of the way COVID came in and the limited number of people even. Again, like I said, for those ones who didn't do well on it anyway, it gave them a viable scapegoat. But for the ones who did on it, they still took that information. So it can go both ways. I dig it. But an impressive program. I could clearly tell you right now, the conversation me and Coach Fofo had was clearly almost like 4 hours, bro. Just every time he said something, it was, these are things we do in football, and you're doing it in soccer.
He's doing
except
great
you're
things.
doing it from the
Excellent
concept
things.
of a 501. You're doing it from a 501c3 standpoint, so you got plenty of room to do a lot of great things beyond just the game on the field. So I'm excited as Voice Sports will be moving into the soccer realm, as well as our continued coverage of football, basketball, boxing, baseball, and women's. But it'll be a one-stop shop for everything that we continue to move forward on. I'm excited. And at 9:26 at night, we got a chance to have a good time. Again, this show dedicated to my man Colin Heinrich, who shares my birthday with me on yesterday. That's you see the guy behind me, and his father Chuck, both of them, South Carolina Gamecocks, as Colin is now playing with South Carolina, and his father is a Gamecock alumni. So again, just shout out, great show, jumping in, and Bailey is always my right hand, always making it pop. And for Samson and being on the show tonight, standing working effort. Appreciate you.
Definitely check out all the Voice Sports shows. They're basically on all week long.
Yes, we are.
You can't get enough of the
check
voice,
them all
man.
out.
Can't get enough of the voice. There's too many different personalities not to make that thing work. It depends on who you into, but no matter what, Voice Sports got the right one for you. I guarantee it.
And a lot more coming.
Oh, of course.
It is.
Hey, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it, man. Y'all stay fun.
Man.
Of course.
All right, thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, what a great
All right,
night,
Mikey.
Wayne. Great show. A lot of good things. You know, we covered the NFL, covered everything. I love what your buddy's doing with the soccer program. I put his link up on the screen, which is right there. Thank you for everybody that helps make this possible. Thank you to Champion Drive on doing their thing, the number one source for charter bus transportation. Where is the other one? There you go. Here it is.
Wait a minute.
Shout out to DSP. Schedule your workouts now. Big shout out everybody. The 16th annual Fed Hill Memorial Day Cookout, May 29th. Everybody is invited. They're gonna have a big group shot. This thing started off 16 years ago with 6 or 8 guys, all friends, celebrating. Every year it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Definitely big shout out to Potty Rock Limousine and DJ Service. Wayne, that's about it, huh?
Man, another great show, Mikey. Can't wait for next week, man.
Definitely. Great guest. All right, people. Let me get down to this next screen. This will be out on iHeartRadio tomorrow. And this goes worldwide on the iHeartRadio. So people in Uganda can see what your friend's doing at the ESYDA.org. Doing great things.
Gotta love it.
Going worldwide. And I guess that's about it, Wayne. I'll talk to you later.
You know how Voice Sports do. You know how Voice Sports do, man. Let's send the link out. Let's get it popping. My man.
That's it. And I'll leave you with this from Ali Pone Fed Hill.
When I drop you off, you never see your father. Saw 48 hours of the week. It's not enough for us to speak. It's not enough for me to teach. I want to hug you. You're out of reach. You're so far away. I just want you here with me. Just know this wasn't up to me. Driving from your mama crib, I find it hard to breathe, hard to tell you what